what that tastes like and I don't like it.
Alrighty, welcome back to another Barry Tells a Story. And this is really interesting. Just a couple of days ago, one of our advertising execs and I were out on a shoot. We were heading up into Oklahoma. And we were talking about a lot of different things. And I said, you know, it's interesting how everybody has a story. Now, it may not be the most exciting. It may not be the most compelling. It may not involve famous people or famous events. But everybody has a story. And that's why I'm kind of doing what I'm doing here is I got a whole bunch of them. This one is super interesting because Tina and I we had traveled to Colorado, BK. That's before kids. And we used to go to Red River every year. Every year we'd go to Red River with the kids, before the kids, every year. We go to Red River, then we go to the beach. So we go to the mountains, go to the beach. Go to the mountains, go to the beach. Go to the mountains, go to the beach. Go to the mountains, climb the mountains. Go to the beach, drink margaritas, and forget that we ever went to the mountains. No. So we were in Colorado. We went to Durango because we wanted to ride the Durango-Silverton Railway, which you board in Durango and then you go to Silverton. Along the way, it is gorgeous. It's beautiful. You have a creek or a river that borders the entire ride to Silverton. Once you get to Silverton, you go shopping, you eat lunch, and then you get back on the train, hopefully. If you hadn't had too much to drink and you forget where you are, and ooh, there's thunder. Ooh, there's thunder. Ooh, it's raining outside. It's raining. It's really raining. Our cats are not happy. Ooh, you can see it. Oh, you can hear it. Whoa, lightning. Well, we need the rain. Okay. Ooh, whoa! Whoa, that was close. Holy smokes. Glad you were here for that one. Oh my God. That was huge! Wow! Okay, back inside. How you doing, Spookers? You holding up okay? Yeah, he's okay. He's like, yeah, I want to go out and watch. No, you don't. Okay, let me set this back up. So, we're on the Durango-Silverton Railway. Good Lord. That was huge. I'm glad y'all got to hear that. Who knew we'd be interrupted by a thunderstorm with lightning and thunder and lots of rain? So on the way to Silverton, like I was saying, it's a great time. It's joyous because you haven't been there before. You're seeing the beautiful trees. You're seeing the river that's going by. The mountains are gorgeous. And you're just all excited. And so then you go to Silverton, do your shopping, you're eating, whatever. You get back on the train. You come back to Durango. And you're kind of like, oh yeah, been there, done that, seen that. And so you kind of settle in. So we were in an open car on a bench seat. They had bench seats down the sides. I'll throw in some photos. Ooh, that's like a martial arts thing. Oh, I'll throw in some photos. What the? So we sat next to the same couple on the way there and the way back. And they were older. And so I want, I'm talking, like my mom, I'll talk to anybody. My mom is so famous for talking to anybody, but the best thing is she doesn't talk a lot. She listens a lot. The gentleman that was with me, he and his wife, I knew that he was old enough to have been alive during World War II. So I said, so what did you do during World War II? I said, hey, my name's Barry. We're from where we were living in Oklahoma City at the time. We're from Oklahoma City. Hey, just curious to know, what were you doing during World War II? And he said, and here we go, with everybody has a story. He said, funny you should ask. I love that. Anytime somebody says, funny you should ask, you know it's going to be a great story. He was in the military, and he said they were sent to an island in the Pacific, which I had to look at, the Tinian Islands, which were many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles, probably southeast of Japan. And he said we were sent there to guard a compound. So they were not allowed in the compound. And he said every morning a line of cars would come in from the area where we were stationed and staying, and they would go into the compound. And it looked like they were dignitaries, higher-ups, high-ranking officers. They would go into the compound. Then at the end of the day, they would leave, and another group of high-ranking officials, important-looking people, would come into the compound. So they did that for many, many days, and he and his buddies were like, what are we guarding? What is here? So he told me they finally figured out what they were guarding. It was a cat house. For people who are old enough to know what a cat house is, you know what a cat house is. It was a house of ill repute. For those of you old enough to know what a house of ill repute is, you know what a house of ill repute is. For you that don't, a cat house or a house of ill repute is where you have prostitute. I don't want to say the name that the slang for it is, because it's crude and rude, and I won't say it here. I'll say it down here. It's a hard house. So he was convinced, and his buddies were convinced that that's what they were guarding. All these important people that were going in, they were going in there to have sex with women at a house of ill repute, a cat house. And then they'd leave, and the next group would come in, and it's their turn. And so these poor girls, if they were there, were working 24/7, it seemed like, for the poor guards. And the guards were like, hey, we're going to guard you. Guard you against mosquitoes and dysentery. I'm holding a gun, by the way. It's invisible. We'll make sure these important people are protected while they're with their prostitutes. So here it comes. August 6th, 1945. Anyone know what happened that day? Anyone? Guy in the Red River hat. Oh, yeah. That's the day that the Enola Gay, the B-29 Superfortress, dropped Little Boy, the first atomic bomb to ever be dropped anywhere. About 140,000 people were killed in Japan, and many more after that because of the results of it. The plane was flown by a guy named Colonel Paul Tibbets, and he had named the plane after his mother. And we took the kids in 2015 to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum, and the Dulles Air and Space Museum, and the Enola Gay is there. And so we actually saw the plane that dropped the first atomic bomb, Little Boy. Why is this significant? Because after the bomb was dropped, this gentleman said the compound was dismantled and he was shipped out somewhere else. He thought, okay, we're done with all these higher-ups and well-to-dos having sex with women in a place I'm guarding from absolutely nothing but mosquitoes. But here's the story. It was not a cat house. It was not a house of ill repute. This man and his friends, fellow military members, had actually been guarding the Enola Gay and the bomb, Little Boy. He had no idea until 6, 8, 12, I forget what he said. He had no idea the importance of their mission on that island to protect everybody associated with making sure the mission was a success. Pilots, crews, scientists, military members. They were guarding the Enola Gay, not a whole bunch of prostitutes. As I said, everybody has a story. Glad you're here. Please tune in for another one. I've got a whole bunch more that I'm going to be doing. We'll see you later. Take care. Can you believe that? They thought it was a whole bunch of prostitutes. And they were guarding the Enola Gay and Little Boy. Wow. See you later. Bye. Oh! Fixing nachos tonight. Tina's hungry. It's like 9:30 and she's hungry. And then tomorrow, for Father's Day, we're having a shrimp boil. I might post something on that. All right, take care. Bye.